Stop spending all your money on these expensive fire starters. You don't need to. I've actually broken down to a science on what you need for a good fire starter. One, you want something that is going to be waterproof. When you're out there backpacking, you want something where it can go ahead, and if it's raining, it can still light under those extreme weather conditions. Two, it has to have a decent burn time. When you're using that fire starter, you want it to burn at a minimum of 2 minutes. Number three, the weight of the fire starter does matter, especially when you're out there backpacking. Well, let's get into the video, and I'm going to show you how to actually make them very cheap and expensive in under 5 minutes. Let's go. Step one, first go to a Dollar Tree or a Walmart. This is where you can find your items for very inexpensive. And the number one item you're looking for is the petroleum jelly. And you're gonna want to pair it up with either the cotton balls or the ear tips. Now, I prefer using the bigger ear tips, and you'll see why later in the video. All right, so this does get a little messy. What you're gonna want to do is, and I'm only gonna make 5 fire starters, and all I need is 5 cotton balls, and I'm gonna take the jelly, and just kind of take it in there, and just get it all over this, and really work it in. And once you work it in, you're gonna place it into your plastic bag, and I'm gonna repeat this a couple times. And again, this is a very fast process, doesn't take you long. And I like to make sure that all of it is covered with this jelly, because this is the main ingredient for it to actually burn slow. Now, later in this video, what I plan on doing is also showing you the burn time on each of these fire starters, so you can actually get a more accurate time on like how long they actually burn. And I also want to take the weight on these 5 as well. Okay, so you can do this one either with Q-tips. I prefer these ones because they're just a little bit bigger than the other ones, and you get a little bit more burn time. And same method, you kind of just dip it in there, bring it around, get it all saturated with that petroleum jelly, and afterwards take it, place it in here. Now, if you want, you can actually cut these things in half, and you can actually just have smaller fire starters if you like. And what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to get all that jelliness right on top, and I'm spinning this around so it actually collects all the petroleum jelly. All right, so before we test out the burn time, let's take a quick little weight on each of these items. And this is at ounces. So this is the 5 cotton balls, measuring at 0.73 ounces. And let's just check out the grams. So 21 grams for this. And let's weigh these ones. That weighs 4 grams. Wow, that's really light. And 0.12 ounces. Now let's test out the burn time on each of these. All right, so we have everything set up where we're gonna check out the burn time, and we have the cotton ball over here, and we got the bigger Q-tip and then the smaller Q-tip, and we're gonna time everything right over here. And we're gonna light the cotton ball now because this one actually takes a little bit longer. And we'll just keep the flame on there for a couple seconds. Okay, start that. So we have all of them going right now. This flame is actually looking pretty high. Now, if you're struggling with trying to save weight for backpacking, don't worry. You can actually check out some of my videos at the very end. And also in the description, I have some gear lists that you can check out as far as tents and also hammocks and some tarp tents as well. Looks like those two are pretty much done, but the flame is still going. And it looks like this one is almost out after about 2 minutes. So this one lasted for about 2.5 minutes. This one is still going perfectly fine. So it looks like it's about done, and I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. Yeah, all right, yeah. That thing's about done right there. So about 5 minutes and we'll say 30 seconds. So which are you taking? That's what I want to know. Are you going to take the ones that weigh 4 grams, or you're going to take the heavier set that lasts for about 5 minutes. Let me know in the comments. And if you're struggling trying to find the right backpacking stove, I've done a lot of backpacking stove videos. You might want to check over here, here, or here, or here. Again, this is Coach Bill 315.
Yeah, buddy. Which one are you taking?